I'm Tracy, and welcome back to my channel. And today we're going to do a look with one of the palettes that I was gifted from Erica Conger. She recently sent me, I think, 4 palettes. I did a video and talked about them, and did a look with one of the other palettes, which was the Beauty Bay Berries. Today I'm going to use the ColourPop Frosty the Snowman palette, and it looks like this. It's really pretty, but it's very light. I'm possibly going to throw in a shimmer that I have in one of my singles. These are all from Beauty Moon. I may use one of them. I'm recently getting into getting some singles. After I got the palette from Erica let's start. She sent me a palette from Davina, the Fantasia palette. So I started looking at at Davina's website and ordered some shadows and a palette to put them in, because it's all singles. I think I ordered too many shadows for my palette, so I think I'm gonna have one extra. But that's fine if it'll fit. I have another one of these. I got this from Bella Beauty Bar, and I have another one that only has one shadow in it. So if it'll fit, I can put it in there. But if it doesn't fit, because I don't know what size the hands are, so we'll see. And I'm going to use my Glitz and Glam brushes today, so I did not sort them out. And I don't know what I'm doing. Just kind of have to pull out the shadow brushes that I might use. I haven't used these brushes in a little while. I really like them though. They're really nice, and I got all of this for 20 bucks. It was, I don't know how many brushes, and the pretty little thing it's in, the eyelash curler, some hair clips, and my hair is kind of a mess today. I washed it yesterday and didn't style it because I recently saw a video where I think it was Barbie Dell talking about curly hair, and she was talking about soft finish or rough finish, and she says to wash your hair, condition it, and then let it air dry and don't put any product in it to see if you have a soft or rough finish. And so this is what my hair looks like when it just dries. It's mostly straight. It was kind of wavy in the back and like the underneath parts, but I didn't feel like redoing it today, so we're just gonna live with it. And I think mostly I have what she would have called a soft finish, because I have a very loose pattern. If I don't use product and I don't diffuse it, it doesn't hold the waves. So I have to diffuse it if I want it to be as wavy as it can be. And like the last time I did it, I don't know what I did, but it didn't look as wavy as it usually does. So I thought now would be a good time to do that, figure out what I got, and try to figure out what products would be the best. And like I said, I think it's a soft finish, but it's kind of damaged because I did obviously bleach my head, but it had been bleached before when I was red. So the hairstylist had bleached it and then dyed it red. I bleached it again, and it's been like a year and a half. So I was like, I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to start with this blue shade here called Splendid. And just take that in the crease. And I have not used a ColourPop palette since I don't know when. But I've already primed my eyes with the Glam Light primer that I've been using for the past couple of years. And I'm just going to take this in the crease. I don't think I've done a blue look in ages. So I thought this would be something different. I think I can, since I don't have the orangey red hair that I had, kind of opens up some different colors I can use. And with my husband, I think having that hair color was making me feel a little too normy. Normy. You know what I mean. So I feel better now with the fuchsia hair. And I'm going to keep it for just, I don't know, until I get bored with it and go to something else. I did already line my eyes as well with the Makeup Forever pencil in black. And I feel like I got some of that switched around, but so how's everybody been? It's been a minute since I made a video. Just, I don't know, I hadn't been in the mood. Mostly because like my hair wasn't, I don't know, I didn't wash it for like a week. The last time I fixed it, which was, see, today is Monday, so I washed it last Monday and tried to style it. It didn't work out. So then on Tuesday, when we went to get groceries, I tried to refresh it with some of the Not Your Mother's Curl Talk foam, which is supposed to be good for refreshing. And it was okay, but it left my hair producty feeling because I did put it on dry hair. So it was kind of, and so it was getting all tangled and feeling producty. So I decided to wash it yesterday, and I was going to style it and do all the things. And then I decided to not, and then I really want to get some videos made. So I'm just going to do my hair tied up. It'll be all right. That shade is nice and pigmented and went on nicely. Just wiping it off on my towel. What now? I think I'm gonna use that same brush, and I'm gonna take this other color. I'm gonna try this thermometer shade right here in the inner corner area. There is a lot of kick up in cat hair on there. There is a lot of kick up in the pan, but I don't think I've noticed fallout. But that's why I always do my eyes before I do my base makeup, just in case there's fallout. Okay. This is very light, kind of purpley, pinky toned. I like that. So, does any of you guys have this palette, the Frosty the Snowman palette? I remember when it came out, and I thought it was cute, and I thought about getting it, but for some reason, I just don't buy ColourPop anymore. I did when I was first starting to get into makeup, and I just haven't. It's probably been a couple of years since I bought one of their palettes. I have all the, what do you call them? The Hocus Pocus ones. And I never use them. I don't know why I don't use them. They're on the bottom shelf of my, just on, okay. Check, make sure my microphone is on. They're on the bottom shelf of my case, and I have a lot of perfumes in the way, and I just don't really see them a lot. So that's one thing. I'm needing to get another case, bookcase thingy for my perfumes and nail polishes, and then I could see my eyeshadow palettes. What am I going to do? I got button nose or Frosty's hat for dark shades. I think first I'm going to go into Always Very Merry, which is this one right here, and see how that looks. Blend it out in the, and there's a cat hair. They're always freaking cat hairs. I only have one cat now, and his hairs just. I'm going to take that in the crease over here and down. See how that looks. So like, yeah, you can use this palette if you really wanted to just do a soft, light eyeshadow look. This would be perfect for that. But I don't really like soft, light eyeshadow looks for me. I kind of smeared that eyeliner all over the place. I think I'm going to go into button nose, and we'll try that one first off. Yes, this one and that one. That one looks like it's just a little bit lighter, but I'm going to try it and see how it works. This right there. It didn't come off hella dark initially. Okay. So, how did everybody do? How were your holidays? If you celebrate, if you don't, I hope you had good days. We celebrate, and so we had a dinner. It was just me and my husband. Well, on Christmas Eve, we went over to one of his aunt's houses and had dinner with his two aunts and their husbands that live here locally because we don't really have a lot of family or friends here locally. I had my best friend, but she's moving to Virginia. I think she's already done it because she sold her house. And the person that was buying it wanted it on the 1st of January, so she hasn't informed me that she's actually gone yet, but so we would really love to leave and go back home where we have friends and family and where the weather's better because neither one of us like the summers here. It's too flippin' hot, and neither of us really like the winters here either because it gets cold, but you don't get any snow to make it worthwhile. It's just cold and rainy, so it's just cold and wet, and it's miserable. Or it's too warm. Like this week is supposed to get back into the 70s again, and I'm like, can we make up our mind? It's like it's been in the 30s at night and in the 40s, and then now all of a sudden it's going to jump back up in the 70s. And I'm like, it's January. I don't want the 70s in January. I don't know. But that's life. I'm going to use this NYX glitter primer. This is what I've been using lately, and I don't know that it's great because I do get some creasing, and I don't know if it's because of this or if it's just my eyelids. But Erica just got the one from Davina, and she says it's a game changer, that it's really good. And she had tried the NYX one before and not had any luck with it. So I'm thinking next time I make an order from Davina, I'm going to order the glitter primer as well and see how it does, which may be in another couple of weeks because I've already got another cart full of shadows and the primer because I kind of like the idea of like you can build your own palette And when I get those shadows today, I'm going to maybe do a short and show you what I got and how I set it up in the palette and all that fun stuff. Okay, let's see what I want to do. I swatched some of these, was it yesterday? And some of them come out looking kind of glittery, and I think it was this one here, and I wanted to use that one. It's really pretty looking. It's called 1969, but I don't like glitter. Looks like that. I think it is a little glittery, but we're gonna go for it. I'll just have a lot of fun taking it off this evening. It'll look pretty, but sorry about that. That's my washer. And I have to have the buzzer on, otherwise I don't know when it's done. But I can't get it anyways because I have clothes in the dryer that I'm going to have to get out. Okay. I had a little bit of fallout, it looks like, from some of the dark colors. And yeah, that is something glittery. Not my favorite. I'm going to take a little bit of Busy, Busy, Busy. Which is this shade right here. And I'm going to try and put it out on the outer edge. And blend it in a little bit. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I was going to use these shimmers, if I was going to pull them from the singles palette that I got, but I'm going to have to go in with the darker. That was nice. I just smeared it on my face. Oh well. Where's that brush? It's a small one. I'm going to go into Frosty's hat, which is basically looks like a black. Take a little bit on a small brush. Just pat it in the outer corner. But like I said, Christmas was nice. We spent Christmas Day here, just us, opening presents, and my husband got me a perfume. Oh, I just did a lot of black fallout there. That's nice. Oh well. Got me a perfume, a set of chokers, some socks, because, well, who doesn't need socks? And a couple earrings. One was a necklace, earring, and bracelet set. This is all stuff that was on my Amazon wish list. And he struggles with like figuring out what to get. And I told him, so finally this year I was like, you know what? I have an Amazon wish list. Why don't you just here get something off of that? I said there's stuff on there that's under $20, so you don't have to go crazy. And so I just made sure I had some stuff on there that I really wanted or needed, such as the socks. And I have black in my eye. Got a mess all over my face, and I did already prime, and I'm gonna have to go wash that off. I don't know what I'm gonna do in my inner corner. I'm trying to get this wiped off my brush. I don't really want to wash brushes again right now. I can use that one. I'm gonna try. Yeah, that black is very kicky. It kicks up a lot in the pan. It's very foliouty. I'm gonna go into do happy birthday, this one here, and put that in the inner corner. I'm going to try and get it with a brush, see how that does. That one's pretty, but I feel like I have that shade in other palettes. It's kind of, I think I have it in multiple other palettes. But that's fine. I'm not one that usually uses multiple palettes to do a look. I usually like to just use one palette and be done with it. I got it all the way down to my chin. This is ridiculous. That's a lot of fallout and fuzz. Okay, I think that's basically the look. Unless I want to go over. I think I'm going to go over a little bit with this shade here. I don't know what it's called. I believe the shades are on the underside of them, but I don't want to pull them out and try to. But it looks like that. I'm going to put it over top. I like that better than the glitter. Yeah, I probably should have just went with this one instead of the glitter. But whatever. It's okay. I'll smush them together. And I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go off and clean this off, but then I'll be back because I got some new products from About Face. This is still my old foundation, but it's almost gone. But I got another one because I love this foundation. I also got the concealer and the loose powder. And I've used these now a couple of times and I really like them. So, blush. Oh, that's another primer. I'm going to go clean up the fallout and then I think I'll come back and we'll do the rest of the face. Okay, I think I got it cleared up as best I can. I did not rewash my face because I did not feel like it. Just took a dry towel that I have here and wiped it away as best I can. I'm going to go into the foundation, and the color I have is F2 Olive. Excuse me. And I have had this one, excuse me, for about a year, I think. And it's one of my favorite applicator with this doe foot. But I feel like the foundation itself is good and the color is a good match. So it's one of my favorites. This brush. I don't think these are my favorite foundation brushes, but it's what we're using today, so we will deal. And I do prefer a brush over a sponge. I feel like whenever I use a sponge, it just soaks up all my product, and I don't get any coverage. So, which is funny because in the 80s, that's how I did it. It wasn't the same kind of sponges. It was those little triangle latex sponges, and we were like dampen them, and then I would dot the foundation all over and just kind of spread it around with that sponge. And now I just prefer brushes. I think one of my favorites is this BK foundation brush that I got. But this one worked nicely too. And used to, when I had the ring in my nose, I was taking it out to do my foundation so I wouldn't get it all over it. But you can see this one is different. It has 2 stones, and they are a pain in the ass to put on. I have to use this little thing to hold the stone and screw it on because I can't hold it in my fingers and do it. It's teeny tiny. The hole you have to stick it in. So, yeah. And I usually use some color corrector for some of the spots that I have, but I've ran out and I was going to get some more, and Walmart didn't have it when I was there. So, we're going to go in with a little bit more foundation. Down here and over there. Nice if my hair would stay out of the makeup. But yeah, I like this foundation. It usually gives good coverage. I mean, it is helped when I use the color corrector underneath, but it's not like a really heavy full coverage. And I do like a full coverage, so I get pretty close to full coverage, I believe, with it. So my hair, these little hairs, and the whatchamacallit, this little thing for my hearing aids has turned pink, even though I don't wear them when I'm doing my hair. Like when my hair is wet, I don't generally have them in, so I don't know how it's bled onto them, but I'm like, well, whatever. It is what it is, I guess. So they kind of match my hair. Because the ones in the back don't, they're black. They matched my hair when I got them. I had black hair when I got them, and he was like, suggested the black because that way it, like, matches your hair. It kind of blends in a little bit better, but I was like, yeah. Because, yeah, I wear 2 hearing aids. I got a family history of hearing loss, and I've been to concerts and didn't wear ear protection. And take a little concealer. One of those spots again. This one here is a little, so I think it's a slightly lighter shade. What color is it? It's teeny tiny. F1 olive. It's whatever they suggested I get to go with. I have a concealer brush. Where is it? There it is. So it's a little bit lighter, but I thought it'll be fine to try to spot conceal a little bit. I'll go over it. And I'm gonna, oh crap, some of the other stuff I want to use I have in another box because I'm gonna do another video, and so basically it's gonna be a haul video of some stuff that I ordered from the TikTok shop because I kind of went crazy. and ordered a lot of stuff. I got some of my Christmas presents there, so I won't be showing them. One thing, I don't know where one of them is. I don't mean my, but like presents that I gave my husband. And yeah, I was going to do that after I finish my makeup. And some of the makeup that I use is in that box. So maybe we just won't be using it today. But I like that concealer. I feel like it's it's pretty creamy. And I mean, I have lines under my eyes, so I don't know what's going to not settle in the lines. Anything you put down there is going to get in the lines. I'm 55. I have some lines. So, but I think for the most part, it looks nice. And so, yeah, I'm pretty happy. They had a sale. Everything was 40% off. So that's why I bought the 3 things, because I was like, I wanted to try the concealer and the powder, because I figured I got hair on my face. I figured if I've got some, the things that all from the same brand, that they would work well together. At least that was the goal. So good. Right there. There it is. Found it. There was a hair on my face. Piece of fuzz. Wipe this brush off again. And then I forgot to bring any blushes out. And the only thing I have is this LYS Elite. We're going to use it. It's a cream. Well, it's a stick blush. It looks like that. So, because what I've been using, I also ordered off the TikTok shop. And it's in the box for that video. So, and it's also cream blushes. I got, shoot, what brush do I use for this? Crap. I didn't think this through. Yeah, let's just use the same one I use for the foundation. Ashley, Outrage and Grace, had shown a couple of Maybelline, I think they're called Cloudtopia, if I'm not mistaken. And they were really pretty, so I was like, and one she had was red, and I was like, I've been trying to find a red blush for a couple of years now. And so I ordered 2 red blushes. One is, they blend out nicely to kind of a pinky color. Okay. I think that's nice. I have fallout from my eyes again. Okay. So let's wipe this brush off again. So in the comments, let me know if you got anything good for Christmas. Oh yeah, my oldest son sent us a Atari game machine with Pac-Man. So we were playing that Christmas Day and failing because it was funny. Neither one of us had played it in like 30, 40 years, something like that. And we both used to play it back in the day. And but yeah, it was funny. I haven't done my eyebrows. I'm gonna powder first and then I'll do my eyebrows. I don't know what I'm doing. I haven't done any mascara. We're going to powder first and then we'll figure it out. But yeah, look at this. This is the lid. So you can't tap it off into the lid. And it's got this little mesh there where you just kind of press into it to get the powder, I guess. That's how I've been doing it anyways. I don't know that I really love this. I don't know. Maybe I'm supposed to have a tray that I tap it off into. I don't know. Because normally when I have a loose powder, I tap it off into the lid. And this lid has like a stopper, so I'm kind of like, I don't know how you're supposed to use it. Anybody know? I'm going to try and see if I can kick some up there. Try and shake it up a little bit, see if it'll get some powder up in there. Because it's a little bit confusing to me. Oh, I did. Okay, maybe that's what you're supposed to do. Because, like I said, I've used this now a couple times and I like it. I don't find it. I mean, now granted, under the eyes, everything kind of settles. I don't care what I do, but I like to set it because I don't like my skin feeling tacky. And pretty much all foundations are going to leave you feeling kind of tacky. And just like you get a little bit of a blurring effect with the powder, I feel like. Oh, a hair on my, just put it there. A hair on my forehead. Hey, come on. But I kind of feel like it has a little bit of a blurring effect in the rest of your face. Yeah, I've got a little bit of fallout under my eyes. That's just going to stick there, I guess. That's fine. We'll just deal with that. I'm not going, well, we're going to the store later, but I wear glasses and nobody will be able to tell. But one of the things that I got that I wanted to use was a contour stick and a contour palette that I've been using. So I may just go get that box and bring it out here and use it before I start the video. Where the a thingy? Oh. I have these little holders for the makeup puffs. These are from Glitz and Glam. I found them at TJ Maxx. There were like 4 of them for a couple dollars, and they're really nice. And I use those. I wash them I put them in like a lingerie bag and I wash them in the machine. They come out fine. Nice and clean. And, oh, eyebrows. And they come out nice and clean. And why does my phone look like it's getting darker? That was weird. Let me try and line my eyes real quick. I don't usually do this stuff on camera, but not doing anything big or dramatic. Just because, like I said, I'm not doing anything other than we're gonna run to the store for a couple things later and grab a pizza and be back home, and I will be washing my face. So, where's the... And I've been using this eyebrow pencil. It's from Wet n Wild Disney Villains. Got it from Walmart a couple months ago. I just wanted to try it. It's called Power Hungry. I don't know. I think it's medium brown. There you go. But there's another hair on my face. What the heck? But I think it's a decent color. It's what I've been using now lately for the past couple months is this. Prior to that, I had been using an auburn one, but I got to thinking that it wasn't coming off very well in photographs. It was looking kind of light. So, any of y'all watch Stranger Things? And did you watch the finale? And what did you think? I was in tears throughout a lot of it. And then when they started playing that Prince, I lost it. I was like, I loved it. I thought it was really good. I'm trying to get my older daughter to watch it. She's like, told her to watch it. She's like, isn't it intense? And I'm like, oh, a little bit, yeah, but so now I've got the NYX brow glue in dark brown. I just realized I got medium brown in the pencil and a dark brown in the glue, but yeah, whatever. They work together. I don't have hair all the way down here. There's like one hair there. That's what happens when you start waxing and plucking your eyebrows when you're 15 and you do it religiously. They don't grow back completely. And so I went out and I got what they call powder brows a couple of years ago. I really need to go get a retouch, but I can't afford it because I can't manage to save the money to do it. It's the brows. Get to curl my lashes and do some mascara. And I just dropped my doodad. This it usually has a little thingy that sits between it, so it kind of keeps it from doing that number. But as far as eyelash curlers go, it's good. I don't think there's anything to write home about, but it does look pretty. And this is probably going to be a long video. I just realized that. So I'm sorry. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I have to find that little doodad later. Oh, I didn't put any highlighter on. I'll put highlighter. Where's the brush for that? Let's use this one. I've got the NYX Buttermilk highlighter. It's my usual one. I use a lot in Bright and Butter, the light champagne. I just use this one most days because I don't know. It's pretty and it goes with whatever. So yeah. Okay, got that done. Wipe the brush off again. I'm going to use these brushes. They can go back in there. Sounds awful trying to put them back in there because they're like rubbing against all the stones that are on all of them. And I'm going to go in with the Melt mascaras today. First off is the So High. And this one is one that's supposed to help hold the curl and give you length. So it's like I put it on the roots area. And there's a hair stuck right on the edge. Nice, I just ran that over my finger. Now I have mascara all over my finger. But the Melt mascaras are nice. I haven't used them in a bit. I've been using the Essence Lash Princess, but I decided to try these ones today again because I used to love them. And they've been sitting at the bottom of my little bin. I'll wipe that off. So I'm going to clean this out, I think. And then I have the Melt Supernatural. This one is volumizing. At least that's what they say. And so I kind of take it through the mids and the ends. My oldest son also sent my husband a PS5 because my husband had been playing with a PS4. My son was like, how is he surviving with that old technology? And I was like, he didn't know any different. It's what we could afford. I bought him the PS4 a couple of years ago. My kids found it at a pawn shop in Florida where they live. And so I sent them the money and they bought it and shipped it to me. And before that, he'd been playing on a PS2 and not complaining. So when he got the PS4, he like lost his mind. And the graphics and how much different they were, it was hilarious. But he's going to have to get a USB and go back into the PS4 and download all his game stats, saved games, all that stuff, to transfer it to the new machine. He hadn't had time to do that yet. He had to go back to work, and when he works, he doesn't have a lot of time in the evenings to mess around with stuff, so he just playing a game that he started a new game on the machine because he had already finished it on the PS4, so he just started a new game. I don't really play video games much. I have Destroy All Humans for the PlayStation, but I have not played that in like over a year. Okay, I think that's good enough. And I still have mascara on my fingers. Jeez. I'm making a mess today. Excuse me. I have a Black Moon Cosmetics lipstick. This is the packaging. It's in the shade Sorrow. It's like a blackened blue. This is what we're going to try today. I'll wipe my... And I've only used this. Yeah, it looks black. I only used it like once or twice, I think, but I'm going to try this. Look, there's a piece of fuzz on my chin. Okay. I really like the Black Moon lipsticks. And you kind of gotta leave your lips. Setting spray. Mm. I found this at Bell's, which my local store is closing now. We just went in there the other day. I wanted to go look around, and they had store closing signs, and I'm like, they just opened up. I don't think it's even been a year. I feel like they just opened up in the spring, and they're already closing the store. I'm like, what the hell? I like going in there, looking at their perfumes and makeup and different things because you could find some deals. Like I said, I got this for like $4.99, and it works. Has 3 settings. And it dries your face, it dries the lipstick, and you're good to go. Okay, that's the Sorrow lipstick. And like I was saying, it's like I really like the Black Moon lipsticks. They are matte, but they dry down and they set and they stay. And that's what I want out of my lipsticks. I want some of their new lip liners they just came out with, but I have not been able to get them yet. But I don't know how many of their lipsticks, and I find them to be very comfortable. You don't really feel them on your lips once they dry and set down, and they last. That's the main thing. They last. So, did I just spray setting spray all over my mirror? Probably. Anyways, that's it. I think we're done. This was the palette, the ColourPop Frosty the Snowman. It's the back. It's a really cute palette, and I like the look I got from it. And I thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you next time. Bye.